Hello, sunshines. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. So I'm out here today and I wanted to get probably one thing in the ground I think I'm going to manage. Maybe two things actually. I've been looking at the space and I've been looking at some of the plants that I have, and I just thought it would be like a great idea to put those junipers that I just recently got from that red pot sale in this area right here. And so we planted up this area not that long ago. And so remember over here we have our cypress. Let me get the exact name of these three plants. Right over here, we have the golden charm thread branch cypress. And remember, these get a little taller than what I thought. I thought they stayed lower to the ground like the other ones that I have on the other side of the yard. But these will probably have to be moved at some point, but we're going to enjoy them right here for now. So I still went and planted them in. And then right in front, we have these arborvitaes. I don't know if I stuck the tag here, but they're like the fire. Let me see. I try to stick the tag with the plant, as you all know, but I didn't keep that tag there. But these right here are those two real pretty ones. They're so pretty right now because they have that like that bronze. Yeah, it's like a bronzy color for the fall. If you look underneath, you'll see how like green it still is, and those are doing well. I can't give you, I'm gonna try to see if I can look for the actual tag for these to give you the specs, because I don't remember the specs. And then back here in this area around this apple tree, we planted up I moved these plants. Why can't I feel like can't remember anything right now. We also planted some alliums in here, but these, oh my gosh, I feel like I cannot remember anything. We moved these. Anyways, they have a different texture and a different color. So they're like this lighter fuzzy green. And then we have this bright like chartreuse type of color in the cypress, and then we have the bronze going over there. And so I have not planted over here on this side, and so I was thinking that those junipers that I just recently purchased would look great on this side lined up. So I have three of those junipers, and let me grab them. These are the junipers that I purchased the other day and we stuck over here. And I know these other plants are waiting to find a home, but I thought about it. I was like, those would look really good over there. And I honestly, my brain, I forget, because I'm literally standing here thinking like, what is the name of that plant over there? Let me grab the other one. But I do this all the time. So if you're new here, get used to it. I'll eventually remember and we'll come back to it. But for now, I don't know. And while I'm at it, let me grab my shovel, because I didn't grab my shovel. And so let me pick, this is some debris from the roses that I threw down here that actually I don't want to stick myself. So I guess I probably need to pick that up. And what is this growing? A mushroom. How lovely. So that's when I dropped the debris, when I cut and dropped, which, you know, by the time I get back out here, it's not going to break down. I'm going to eventually have to pick it up. So we have the arborvitaes here, we have the cypress here, and then we have the artemisia. I think that's artemisia right here. We also have Mr. Brown has been over here. Wow. So Mr. Brown, you know, and because I'm not out here every day like I normally am, he's kind of like doing his own thing. when he comes out here, and I noticed that he's been in places he shouldn't be. So I'm going to have to deal with Mr. Brown on that. Okay. And so these junipers, which are so beautiful, I'm going to give you all a close-up so you can see what I'm saying about all the different colors. But these are Juniper Blue Star. And remember, these are low growing. These get 36 by 48. So they don't get too tall. They don't get too big. And I know that everything's going to grow. So I'm not always the one placing stuff exactly where it should kind of be based on its size and what it's going to mature into. But I'm okay with that. I'm going to just move things as I need to as they grow. You know, it's fun for me. It's fun moving things around. So I know that we have some hyacinths in here. We planted hyacinths along this pathway, and I'm gonna come back some so I can try to line these up back here, these junipers back here with this arborvitae. And so we will still have some space in the front right now because, once again, these are not at their mature size, which means we can still place little smaller things in the front. And let me just grab, nope, I was going to grab a rake, but I think I'll be fine with this. Move some of these leaves out of the way. Oh, I'm so grateful for another day to be able to come out here. Time is winding up, but it's been a nice fall. A very nice fall. Just move some of these leaves, some of this debris. And I'm gonna try my best to make them similar. I think that's gonna be so pretty. And I'm realizing that I have more color in my garden at this time of year than I thought I did. I have lots of winter interests. And I didn't realize it until I was walking around. And I'm like, wow, I have more azaleas bring winter interest, even though my viburnum tree is not blooming. The leaves bring winter interest. Even though the buttleia over here, there's still winter interest there. Let me get these off of there. So there's more than I thought I had out here. Okay, the last one, let's put it across from that one. And I think that's good. Let's look at the spacing. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's go. Can you see my vision? Can you see it? Can you see the vision for this pathway? Oh my gosh, I wasn't even planning on doing anything until the spring, but I kept thinking about these junipers, and every time I would walk by, I would say, oh my gosh, that would be such a great pairing in this section with these evergreens. So let's get them planted up. Move this down a little bit. There we go. And that blue is just so pretty, especially this time of the year. We've been gifted with just another nice day. I won't be putting anything in the ground, everything, and it's when springtime comes, we'll get some fertilizer, but these don't need fertilizer. And the root system looks good. Ruffle it up just a little bit. That's good. So good. Okay. Next up, this one precisely right by it. Hearing some noise over there. The ground is so good for digging right now. It's very moist. Perfect. Nice. Last one. Now we have some red pots. So this is what we have. Can you all see the vision? These are so gorgeous to me. Just super gorgeous. And so we'll have, here's a close-up to see the arborvitae. You see the color that it's taken on in the fall. But when you pull it back, you see all the green foliage, so they're doing great. The cypress are doing great. The artemisia, I think that's what it is, which is these 3 plants right here. They don't look, they're not evergreen, so they died back, and hopefully they'll come back. And then we had planted some alliums in between here. And I also have for winter interest, I still have those too. Is my camera messed up? That's better. Can't wait to get these in the ground as well. But when you look at it, yeah, I like that. And you see all the space I still have from the path? Even on this side, I have space in between to plant up some perennials or some annuals. And then over here, because we have behind the juniper, we have some agastache, and we have some sedum. I think it's called black mirror or something, sedum. We have that. And then we have in front the hyacinths, the same on this side. We have the hyacinths that are low growing. And so because these are not going to grow super fast, I don't believe I'll be able to like plant in front, in between, and I still have plenty of planting space for some things. And so that's what I think. I want to get one more thing planted up. I have over here, if we walk up the hill, I have one, and I was looking at a space the other day. Right here is our, what do we call this? Here we go. What is this called again? Nifopia. That's what it is. And I have another Nifopia stuck over there in the bed. And so I don't think I want to put the other one right beside it, but there's a space up here that's empty. I do have to eventually dig out a hosta that I left in here. That hosta's right here. But aren't these, that's another thing that's giving great winter interest. These right here, all these plants that are just staying green. It's nice. But we'll have to come in and dig up this hosta at another date. But I'm not sure about that coneflower coming back, guys. That one has leaves. But right here is a space. This is where I had my another plant here. And so I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to stick that here. What do we call it? Lord. And when I told you all, I don't know, because I dug this one out of someone's yard, I don't know the name of it. My dahlias were in the space that I'm going to put them, because I know I'm not going to put my dahlias back over there. And so this right here is a Nifopia. I'm going to stick this over here. I think it would be nice. One down here and one up here. Right here. Behind this, we have some daisies. So let's get this in the ground. And I probably could divide this Nifopia, but I'm just going to put it in the ground as is. In this spot right here. And let it do its thing. Perfect. Another plant in the ground. I think that's going to be nice right there. I really think that was a good choice to put that in that spot right there. Takes up in between there's nothing. So if I wanted to, I could transplant. If I wanted them together, I could transplant that one up there in that spot. That's something to think about. And then fill this spot in with something else. I just thought it would be too crowded in a way in this spot right here. So that's an idea to think about if I want to take that out and put it up there with that one. And then both of the Nifopias would be together. But having them in two different areas is also nice. And then just save that space for something else. And these are called dianthus. I told you it will come to me. These plants right here, I have those 3 dianthus there. And then I have a few more over here. Look, remember we planted up this lamb's ear? Look how good it's doing. It looks really good. We have some more dianthus over here peeking through the leaves right there, and then we have one in the pot. I was actually supposed to take that one out of that pot and transplant it over here with the rest of them, but I just didn't get around to doing it. I'm not going to do that today, but the garden is looking good. There's plenty of plants still waiting to get in the ground. And as I was telling you all about having the winter interest, even when I look at on this wall, sorry about the shadow, we got the lambs there poking through. We got the statues that are still interesting to look at. So taking a walk around the garden in the winter is also pleasing. You know, you see what's to come. And look, we have a bloom on our candy tuft. I love this ground cover. I have one here and one over here. For whatever reason, this one is just growing so nicely and so big. You have just remnants of your flowers and everything to come. And so you still can see some of the sage. And then when I take my walk over here, as I was saying, the interest, gorgeous. I keep pointing this. Let me move my shot. Gorgeous. This azalea is just gorgeous. And we even have the hen chicks. I did not know that the hen chicks turn this purple color. I did not know that. Isn't that super pretty? The lamium is still pushing through. The fountain cover keeps coming off. I'll put it back on. And so there's still so much to come outside and visit and and I'm glad I came out here and pay attention to your garden in the winter. Something dug up this plant right here, this grass I saw the other day, so I had to stick it back in there. And so everything, you know, is doing okay. But I'm glad I was able to get those plants in the ground. I wasn't planning on putting that Nifofia in the ground, but I'm glad I was able to get that Nifofia in the ground. And I was glad to be able to get those junipers in the ground. And I'm sorry, I just wake up, be like, oh, I know where I can put those. Don't they look good? One last look. Okay. So, sunshines, my friends, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad I'm still able to come out here and just get something in the ground, just visit the garden, just see what's going on. It's just been so nice with this extended weather, even though I know we're about to go downhill. It's just been so nice. Well, thanks again for tuning in. Thank you for your comments, your share, your likes. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you continue to stick it out with me on my journey. Until next time, that's all I got. Blessings. Bye.